All right, so we're here at the Southwest High School Culinary room, and you're the teacher.
Yes, I am.
And what is your name?
My name is Christina Birchfield.
And how many classes do you teach here?
Teach 6.
6, and that's quite a load.
Yes.
Do you have a prep period too, or?
No.
Because you're an ROP teacher.
Because I'm an ROP teacher.
Okay, and just offhand, do you know how are the ROP teachers paid compared to regular credential teachers?
I don't know their exact pay schedule for the regular, but I do know that ROP teachers were paid pretty much per class, per hour.
Right.
So we get paid at a rate of $36 an hour.
Okay.
Versus, I know just subbing
Right.
for a regular class, I would get $50 an hour.
Sure.
So
it's less.
It's a lot less.
Now, what's your education level to be an ROP teacher, and what did you have to do to get this job? I guess what I'm saying is, what are the requirements to be?
Well, the requirements for an ROP teacher is as long as 7 years in the field.
Okay.
And then you get credentialing with the career technical education.
And didn't you have to prove that you worked for 7 years in the field?
I had to prove that I worked for 7 years in the field. I
Okay.
had to have 3 professional reference letters.
Okay.
Take my credentialing classes. And
How many credentialing classes are there for you?
There's 6 classes
Okay.
that we take.
And that's for special classes for ROP.
That's for it's technically career technical education.
And by chance, what does ROP stand for?
Regional Occupational Program.
So these are all the vocational type of programs that they have in the schools,
Yes.
and this is how they go about finding these teachers.
Yes, and now ROP has become more of a funding source.
Right.
And they're merging more into calling themselves career technical education.
Okay.
And basing them to becoming more of a career and college ready, so that the students are prepared if they do go on to secondary school.
Sure.
That they have some kind of basis,
Right.
and they're not just going out there blind.
Okay.
So they have experience in some kind of field. So we try to do with internships. We try to do those kinds of things
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about internships. Before I do that, what is your budget for food or facilities or year? What type of budget do you get to run this program? Because you have 6 classes, and about how many kids per class?
I have 30 students per class.
That's a lot.
That's 180 students.
180 students, and you.
And I get approximately, and every year I get my surprise. Here's
Okay.
how much it is.
Sure, it's probably less than more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get approximately about $4,000 in food budget.
Okay.
When I need other supplies like foil paper or other things, I have to cross my fingers and hope that I can get it ordered and get it done on time so that it can get delivered through the county, through ROP.
Right.
Now school supplies
Sure.
are.
But if I'm doing a little bit of math, and $4,000, I mean, retrospectively, isn't a lot of money. If you think about 180 kids, they
That's
should.
for a whole year.
Right. That's not a month. That's a year.
It's a year.
Okay. So that's. I mean, that has to go a long way.
Yes, it does. And so the way that I work it is I try to do creative cooking.
Right.
So where they bring in their own ingredients.
Sure.
I rotate groups, so one group is a dishwasher.
Right.
I look for sales and clip coupons.
Okay.
That's my number 1 thing. So instead of doing grilled chicken breast.
And you have to buy all your own. You go out and buy all the food.
I have to go out. I go out on my own.
It's not delivered here for you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I go out. I'm on at Vaughn's.
Do they pay you for your time that you go out, and that's
No.
just part of your job?
That's just part of my job.
Okay. Now, as far as internships, are internships available for the kids, or how can that work?
But I have to be the one to go out and look for it.
Right, but they're not
So-
necessarily paid internships, right?
No, most of the time, especially at this level, they're not really a lot of paid internships.
Right, so that means, and the kids can't really do the internships during the day because they have to go to school.
Exactly.
So they'd have to do them after school.
After school. We did one last year where they were at Burlap Restaurant in Del Mar.
Okay.
I had to drive them
Wow.
after school and then arrange for a parent to pick them up
Right.
at like 10 o'clock at
So
night.
it's really hard on you. You're not getting paid. It's hard on them because many of the kids here don't come from real high income families.
Exactly.
And most of these kids, I would imagine, have to work and make money.
Exactly.
Right?
And some students actually dropped out of the internship
Yeah.
program because they actually conflicted with their actual job.